what no one mentions about the whole Big Sean and Jhené Aiko thing. One minute Jhené was married and the next minute she was with Big Sean. And while I was not there, I was not in their relationship, the one thing that I can infer about a situation like that is that there was some overlap. Either she was cheating on her husband or she left her husband to be with Big Sean. Either way, there was something messy that occurred. Whatever happened during that period when Jhené went from being one man's wife to Sean's girl, whatever she did stuck with Sean, and that is why he will not marry her. Let me give you a real life example. I got a friend named Sean, right? Sean meets Jane. He really likes Jane, and they decide, you know what? Why don't we try to see how this can go and cut off everybody we're talking to and only focus on each other? But in Jane's head, she's like, I don't think I'm going to cut everybody off, but I am going to pretend I did and see where this goes, right? Sean ends up finding out maybe 3 months into the relationship or so that Jane didn't cut off all her guys. So he's like, you know what? I still really like her, so I'm still going to be with her. I'm still going to date her, but I will never marry her because I can't trust her. Men will do that. They will make up their mind about you, something that happened early in the relationship that didn't really sit right with them, and they will decide to be with you, have children with you, even buy a house with you, and they still won't marry you because they made up their mind early in the relationship that they did not trust you, and they will still be with you. And every time you bring up, oh my God, it's year 12 and we have 2 kids together, we got a house, why won't you marry me? He's gonna always bring it back to, why would I marry you? Remember what you did when we first got together? How can I trust you? How can I marry you? So as a woman, it's up for you to decide, okay, do I want to keep investing in this knowing that he already has made up his mind about me?
All right, man, I'm going to talk about Big Sean. So I didn't know this, so I'm going to talk about it again. Excuse me. I didn't know this about Big Sean or Jhené Aiko. So we all know Big Sean and Jhené Aiko call it the quits after 10 years together. I'll play a video before this. I should find it and clip it in there and get a young lady credit. So I didn't know this, right? I probably knew it, but forgot it so long ago. So, you know, Jhené Aiko was married, and she broke up her marriage allegedly, let's just say allegedly, for Big Sean. And ultimately, I think with Big Sean, she just settled for a baby. That's my opinion on that. Once she got the baby, she was like, all right, I'm good. Now, it was rumors that Big Sean moved on. He said he didn't know the lady that they said he moved on with. He didn't know, right? And you know, check out the Real 101 playlist, the music entertainment playlist, the whole nine shebang, right? So she didn't she was with another, I guess another rapper. I forget his name, go get him something. And they was married for a few years, and the lady is allegedly saying that she left old buddy to be with Big Sean. And therefore, was it a lot of truth to what she said about how men think? Absolutely. I mean, and women don't, they can't compartmentalize that. I remember I was dealing with this chick, not proud about it. So I really didn't think much of it, right? But, you know, she was trying to get her piece. And, you know, she ended up finessing her way in, you know, just clapped her up. She had a nigga, he did all the right things and paid the bills. They weren't perfect, whatever, right? And, you know, this was her, you know, and you about to hit, and she telling you how fucked up he is. And they mind, they're rationalized fucking over their men. And it's a very disrespectful act as a woman, right? And regardless. But she thought I was going to be with her. Even though I wasn't with nobody at the time, I'm chilling, getting money, chilling. She thought I was going to be with her. I'm like, you just did this dude like you did him? And you think I'm not going to think that if you find somebody better than me or you get tired of me, and this dude is a good dude, pay bills, take care of you, whatever. You know, stay at home, play the game and shit. You know, he got his flaws like everybody else. But you all been together since high school. You think that I'm going to take you serious, right? After you fucked him over. Like, nah, I couldn't even do that. I couldn't do that. And I was in my early 20s. I couldn't even do that for the bro. I couldn't do that because of the bro code. Right? You feel me? So women, she's right about that. Like, a guy will deal with you and kick it with you, but I will never trust you enough for marriage. No matter how good Jhené Aiko look, Big Sean know, hey man, you left old buddy, you would do me anytime. And men know once women get locked, and he could have been like, okay, let's get a prenup. I don't know if he did this. He could have been like, get a prenup. No, I don't want no prenup. That's your sign right then and there. When you see that, and they don't even want to say, most people think prenup is you bring what you brought, and I brought, and I keep, you keep what you brought to the relationship, I keep what I brought to the relationship, and you don't get nothing. They don't get that. It's just a contract of how things are split, custody, finances, things that will be y'all would accumulate in the future together will be split up. They just think it's, oh, you take, yeah, but he probably told her that, and he like, all right, this is confirming what I already knew. And what ended up happening is, you know, like most black women in America, or whatever she is, but like most Americanized women, a lot of black women, she settled for the baby because she couldn't get the ring. See, a lot of them, these dudes tell you, like Anton Daniels and these dudes tell you to marry before you carry. You have to be able to get married. Most of these women can't get married. And the guy that will marry them at the drop of a dime and treat them perfect and treat them right, they don't want those guys. They want those guys that keep them in the Olympics. They keep them, you know, jumping over those little things, the hurdles. They want guys that keep them emotional roller coaster. She waited 10 years and he already knew, if you did another rap nigga like that, you left your husband for me, I can't trust you. And people can look at it other way, like, oh, you fuck with her while she was married. You know, she shouldn't be able to trust you neither. Or another bitch shouldn't. But guess what? He has the access to marriage, to relationships. Remember, he was saying I was going through mental health shit with her. She's a head case. And for her, it's just like, why do women believe that we think that when you fuck another nigga over and fuck with us, that you get a clean slate with us? No, that's on your permanent record, bro. As men, we have to fuck you over for the bro code, for the next guy, because especially if the next guy was a good guy, he did the things that good men are supposed to do. Like, no, I can't take, you're gonna fuck me over too. No matter how good the pussy is, yes, a guy would just kick with you and keep you as his girlfriend for 7 years, and that's as far, maybe even longer. But you could never be the wife because the trust is broken. Like, real talk, a lot of times you will have this idea of a woman and you'll be like, yeah, I wouldn't mind, you know, sticking with her, marrying her, but a 6 months go by, you be like, yeah, she's still, a year go by, then you start seeing red flags, then you start seeing complacency, then you start seeing the true colors. A couple years go by, yeah, you was keen on marrying her, but now you like, oh, fuck that, this bitch ain't shit. I'm just comfortable, you know what I'm saying? And when the relationship finally does end, you know, if you choose to get into the next relationship, you know everything for the most part you don't want a relationship and everything you require. And once you find out that's hard to find, most guys just gonna stay single. You know, all y'all do is waste our time. Yeah, we'll waste your time. Y'all wasting our money. Y'all wasting our energy. Y'all wasting our resources. So why would we waste y'all time? Y'all waste everything that we got. You know? But to think that you do some hoe ass shit, to think you can do some hoe ass shit and we can just expunge that from, we can't unsee that, bro. And then on top of that, if you wasn't committed to a strong prenuptial agreement, ain't no way. Ain't no way. And God makes you pay for that. God makes you pay. She's going to suffer for what she done to her first husband. Regardless of what he did or didn't do and what excuse she gonna make up, or he faked that was your husband. If you would have locked into him, you probably would have had so much more success and prosperity in the future, or now, or you've been having it now. But everybody, you know, a lot of people just always think it's better on the other side. You know, guys do too. You see a woman that's fine and a motherfucker, fat at everything, choosing, begging for your attention. It could be one of the worst decisions you ever made in your life. You know, fucking with her could be one of the worst decisions you ever made. That's why you can't think with the flesh. You can't think with your small head. You got to think You gotta think, you gotta really lay it out. Everything, if you choose to step out on your girl, it got to be calculated. You gotta weigh every scenario. Choose to step out on your wife, weigh every scenario. You're gonna choose to step out on your husband, your boyfriend, weigh every scenario. When you make that opportunity, when you make that decision, any decision you make, weigh it. When you go, make certain purchases, you do research. You know what I'm saying? So before you do it, think before you do it. Don't do it off impulse, do it off feeling. Put yourself in a scenario if a person that you love found out and they was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you feel like you can get them back or not get them back, how would you feel if that happened to you? You know, if you still do that and you go through with it, you was committed to it. I ain't mad about it. You know, but yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, I think I mad remember that, but yeah, I mean, shit. And a lot of these women, they carry before they marry is because they can't get married. That's something that women don't, that's what some things that people that say that don't do that. And most women ain't willing to do the things that's required to get married. The thing is probably a prenup. Thing is probably cater to the man. A lot of women can't help who they are. And I always talk about this. When they go out there and they go interracially date, those men get the same women that black guys get or Asian guys get or Mexican guys get or white guys get. Most of the time, it's the same women. It's the same energy. It's the same negativity. It's the same entitlement. It's the same narcissistic qualities. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they fake a personality for a minute, but it's the same shit. It's the same shit. Think you getting something better? It's the same shit. Now, does certain dudes, certain women get different qualities out of guy? Yes. Usually the good ones too, but different story for a different day. Check out the music entertainment playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me everywhere. Peace.